listening to the best Metal-O-Mania.live.
You are listening to the home of metal, Metal-O-Mania.live. Powered by B Squared Inc. Entertainment.
Up top. No? Fuck you guys.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Motherfucking Metal-O-Mania. Episode number 98 on tap to get you through your hump day this week. What's up out there, Metal-O-Maniacs?
Hey, everybody.
How are you? How are you?
Doing great.
Good evening, Miss Scully.
Hi.
Good to see you, my love. You look fantastic as always, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to another show, and thank you for being our engineer tonight. And
You
thank
guys
you.
let me know how we sound. If there's like any scratchiness or anything, just
They're going to tell you that the Crypt
Let me
sounds amazing as always. So, what's up out there, Metal-O-Mania land? We are sure happy to be back here in studio bringing you another episode of Metal-O-Mania. We are excited about the playlist tonight, and we are excited about some things coming up in the future, and we're excited just to be a metalhead in today's world because it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing happening. We opened up the show tonight with Avatar, and that is new to me. Those guys have been around for a little while, but that is new to me, I must admit, and I have been walking around for the better part of a week now, screaming in people's faces, "Hail the apocalypse!"
I know.
So
Even our daughter came over last night and she got into it.
yeah. So good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Show the band some love, and let's do this thing. Let's do this Metal-O-Mania thing. I want to again send a special thank you to everyone who joined us for our Halloween episode last week. We had a blast. It was a good time. We were in costume for it, of course. So if you did miss it, and we don't blame you if you did, we know that everybody's busy on the holidays, but it is in the archive. So go in there and scope it out. We had a great playlist for you, as well as a
Yeah, get
kick-ass,
back in there and check it out.
really, really fun interview with Triple Kill from Australia as well, man. Great interview from them guys. Great video with those guys. Very, very, very much fun. Very good episode. So we're very proud of what we brought to you, and we hope you get to check it out. Again, if you missed it live, go to the archives and check it out. And again, as I tell you every week, get into the archives, you guys. I'm telling you, we got some good stuff in there. Our following continues to grow every week, which means that if you're new to the show, you miss some old ones. You can always get in there and check them out. We got an interview with Gamma Bomb a couple of weeks ago in the archives. Awesome, brand new album from them. We're going to play another song off of the new Gamma Bomb album, as a matter of fact, tonight, because it is fantastic. It is a must-own. Speed Between the Lines is a great album, great release, must-own part of your fall 2018 metal season. So, great things. Really good things happening. We got some great interviews coming up for you guys over the next few weeks, man. We're going to be talking tonight to our friends in Anger as Art, which I'm very excited about. Very, very excited about. They got a brand new album called Fast as Fuck. And did you tell them something about me or something, Scully? What What the?
No,
what
I
the-
would never
what the-
have.
Who the? What the?
No, and actually, I don't have that complaint. So.
If only, right? But yeah, we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to talking to Agar's Art, and we will be talking over the next couple of weeks, man. We're going to be talking to Heresy, brand new kick-ass album from them guys out of Costa Rica. Their first release in 6 years, as a matter of fact, so very exciting there. And man, I'm telling you what, I've been sharing. I shared a video of theirs on our Facebook group, and if you're new to the, I know a lot of our followers are anti-Facebook, and that's fine. We get it. You don't do the Facebook thing, but if you do, make sure you show the love to the bands we're playing tonight. Avatar are who we started off the show with, but man, I'm looking forward to talking to these cats. Hammerhead, man. Have you guys been following along? Have you been seeing my praises? This is a band that's given me some faith back in humanity. And as you know, if you follow the show, I don't have a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's not in heavy reserve, my faith in humanity. But Hammerhead, man, very kick-ass. My understanding is it's 3 young cats, man. I'm not even going to call them kids because they're too skilled to call them kids. It would be an erroneous labeling. We'll call them young cats, man, because they got it going on. And we're looking forward to talking to them. As a matter of fact, they got an album they're releasing this Friday.
That's very impressive.
So yeah, man, get on there and get it.
Family. I mean, what kind?
Yeah,
I mean,
awesome.
obviously they've got cool parents.
Yeah, right on. Right on. I want to shake the parents' hands for sure, man. You're doing it right.
3 boys.
You're doing
that
it
are
right.
Kicking ass like that, then yeah.
Their album, the band is called Hammerhead. One word, HEDD is the head part, and Essence of Iron. Essence of Iron is their new release. So it comes out this Friday.
Awesome.
And we're looking forward to talking to them. So we're going to bring them in. We're going to get them on the phone at least and have a telephone interview with them. You know,
We got to clean it up a little.
well, no,
So-
I was thinking I'm going to send their parents on an errand, and then I'll be able to talk to the dude straight up.
No,
You know, when
we gotta. We're
no,
gonna follow the rules on
Oh,
this one. We're
you
gonna
and
respect
your-
their wishes. And
you and the
we're
rules,
gonna
huh?
clean it up a little
No,
bit
yeah.
and behave ourselves, as best as we can.
I was
And,
going to take the fine young gentlemen that are in the band to Whiskey A Go Go or somewhere, and we'll talk it out a little bit. No, is that? Well, it's funny because I did talk a little bit with Bridget, I believe, band mother, manager, probably all of the above, I'm sure.
Probably.
But they're having a release party that most of the friends can't go to because it'll be at a club. You know?
Right. Oh.
So, pretty good. But I'll
I'm
tell
not
you
laughing
what.
at you guys.
I
That's
want to make this very clear. This is no gimmick. I've seen a million young cats out there playing instruments and doing stuff and thought, yeah, that's cool. But this made me reach out and grab it. Made me reach out and try to get it. This is real. This is no gimmick. This is real. This is solid.
That's awesome.
Their roots are in the early days of metal. You can tell. You can feel. I posted, as a matter of fact, wait till after the show's over, obviously, because we're doing a show right now. But after the show, if you go to our group page on Facebook, I did put a video of theirs, an original song of theirs on there. So, man, they got the chops, brother. As a matter of fact, the drummer's silly. So,
Okay.
yeah, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. And it's good stuff to look forward to. The state of metal is fantastic right now. I'm telling you. It's bubbling. It's popping. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Very cool.
You know, we're just a couple of dipshit conduits for it, but it's happening. You know, we hope to share it with you, and we hope to open your ears to some things you might otherwise have missed, and including Hammerhead, man. I'm hoping that we can at least play this much of a part and just spread the word. This time next month, I want to be walking down the street talking to everybody about you got that Hammerhead, right? In fact, I'll tell you this. I'm going to obtain some copies for the studio to give out to some of our faithfuls, you know.
Okay.
So keep your ears tuned for that, you guys. We'll figure out a way to get you your copy. But again, it comes out Friday. Go and pre-order it. You can get it in all kinds of places, but you know their Facebook page. You can get it. We'll talk a little bit more about it as the show goes on. But do get it, man. It's
Speaking
gonna
of
be good
Facebook,
stuff.
Gonzo's on there on the chat board. He said Facebook is anti him.
Facebook is
And
anti.
he's not alone.
He's not alone.
He's not alone.
He's not alone. Facebook, where you go as an adult to be treated as a child. You know, truly, it is kind of a mess, but
To be grounded every couple weeks. For
right. I know you're in trouble. But again,
said.
We're 20 minutes up the street from where all the politics is going on right now, but I can tell you all right now, this is a politic-free zone.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
We're here. We're your reprieve from all of that. So forget the red, forget the blue, and just put on a neck brace so you can jam through these metal jams with us all night long. Again, we're going to be talking to Anger's Art a little bit later in the program. We are going to be featuring another fantastic Finger of Doom selection from our very own Kenny Finger, who knows how to finger you just right. So stay with us, and you will be turning you onto that as well. Right on, right on. And again, I said thank you to Triple Kill already, but I do want to say it one more time. It's not often you get to interview a band that just released a video where they're wearing spaghetti can armor. So much love for that, you guys. Right on.
Real quick, I want to just say hi to the people on the chat board.
Okay. Do it up.
There is Chewbacca Josh is there, of course, and he also just added that he's got 3 Facebook accounts to make sure that he's always active.
One of them's the one you take the chances with. I got you, yeah.
Right.
I feel it.
You can't just go posting as yourself all the time.
That's right.
No, I'm just, all right, we got She-Wolf and Gonzo again, 2 regulars.
Much love.
Gonzo is a metal fan.
I'm trying to get Gonzo here local so we can chat him up because we got our 100th episode coming up here soon.
Yeah, we got that in the works, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
And we got a bunch of people actually on there that are signed in as the guest, whatever number it happens to give you. There's a little wheel next to the
Guest 69 is usually somebody doing that on purpose.
Right. But no, because the chat board wouldn't give you that. It censors everything. Even right in the middle of a word, it'll censor something that is totally legitimate. But anyway, so hit the little wheel thing next to submit and put your name in there. That way we can say hello to you personally.
There you go.
Like number 50, Jim Stevens. Hi, Jim.
Much love, Mr. Jim.
I
Good
can make
to
a
see
note
you, buddy.
that you're 50. I know that's you now. But
much love, Mr. Jim.
Whatever you like.
Mr. Jim turned us on to that weird-ass video, that hippie video that we were watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know
why it's
I don't know why you did that to me, Jim, but
that was in my head for a long time, so I'd like to maybe not try to remember.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Appreciate it, buddy.
It was funny though. It was creepy, or I don't even know.
Very weird. Yeah, we'll share it on the page again sometime soon. All right, but again, make sure you like the Avatar, the band we opened up the show with tonight.
Is Cousin James. Hi, James.
Hey, Mr. James, what's up, buddy? I love you.
Buddy?
My thoughts, my love are with you, sir. I hope your son is all right, my friend. I see you're going through some things.
Yeah, that's.
But let's play a jam. Let's move on and play a song for everybody. They've heard my mouth quite long enough for the first break here.
I know. Hopefully it sounds okay.
Well, I sound amazing. Thank you very much. But let's play some Gamma Bomb. I promised everybody some Gamma Bomb. And again, we interviewed these cats just a few weeks ago, so that is in the archives. You can check it out. Very cool band. Legends, man. They've been around forever. Dublin, Ireland. They are thrash legends, and their brand new album is called Speed Between the Lines. And let's check out yet another song off of it, because we are huge fans of them and this album and all things metal. So let's take this song and stick it in your ear holes. A little bit of Gimme Leather. Don't go anywhere, though. We got lots and lots of metal for everybody and for you tonight. Let's do this thing. Metal-O-Mania.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, this is Joe from Gamma Bomb here, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt.
Speed Between the Lines, the new release from Gamma Bomb. Get it.
Fuck yeah.
Get it. Fucking fun album. Killer thrash, and good stuff. Good stuff. So, how are you doing, Miss Scully?
I am wonderful, thank you.
How was your Halloween, dear?
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We did a pretty good Metal-O. We did it some justice here at Metal-O-Mania, right?
I thought so, yeah. I thought our costumes looked great.
We've gotten good feedback.
Yeah,
on
everybody
our
loved Kurt's
Halloween
costume
episode.
the most, though. What the fuck, Kurt?
I know, right? We put all our efforts in our fucking... I guess...
You put all that effort, babe.
Yeah, I did.
You put on a mask.
I put on a mask.
That you couldn't even sit through, so you had to go to the backup mask. Sorry,
It was getting hot in there, man.
No, we were a little worried about that, so we had a backup plan.
Yeah, it was getting hot in that motherfucker. I'm a big fat guy, man. You can't put me in a fucking mask for a bunch of time. But welcome back, Kurt, to everyone, to our Kurt is quite popular, I got to tell you. As our legions grow out there, as more and more people tune in and watch the show every week, I do get quite a bit of,
love for
fans
Kurt.
of Kurt are happening. Yeah,
I know,
man.
you hate it, don't you? You hate Kurt.
He's a dick. He's a dick. Kurt's a dick. You don't even know. He's a dirty ass. He sends naked skeleton dick pictures to everybody. You know.
He likes to show his bone.
Yeah, he shares his bone with it. He's been hitting on our buddy Jonathan from Into Existence. He's been hitting on Jonathan's woman for months now. Every time Jonathan turns around, he says Kurt's sending her, text messages and sext messages and shit. So he's a devious fuck, Kurt. He might look just like a innocent little skeleton over there.
That's so funny.
But yeah, he was dressed as a clown last week. Everybody loved his clown costume.
Yeah, it was awesome. That purple shit took me fucking days to get out of my hair.
Right?
Yeah.
It was
a little bit of
it was sexy though, babe. I got to tell you, I was digging the purple hair, the makeup, the Nightmare Before Christmas look thing, whatever it was, ragdoll effect,
right?
whatever you want to call it.
It was cute.
Is it like a goth Raggedy Ann? Is that what it was?
I'll give you that.
For my purposes.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, good stuff. Halloween was fun. And we're glad to be back here from it, though. We're glad to be back. And we're glad to be doing episode number 98. Number 100 right on the horizon.
I know, guys. Whew.
What the fuck happened there? Something started 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago now, with Mr. Gonzo, who I hope is still on the board. Me and Gonzo did the original.
He was a minute or two ago, so I was he's still there.
We did the original episodes, me and Gonzo. Gonzo ran a few states away from us and is living comfortably in South Carolina.
By the beach.
And if you wait a second, I'll give you his exact home address and then you can go party with him. But
and get a bong and a dildo while you're there. 20% off.
That's right. If you are in South Carolina, we are closing the season, I guess, right about now.
Yeah, I would imagine they're probably.
But if you are still running to South Carolina, don't forget you can get bongs and weed pipes and fucking dildos and
I didn't have the flyer
all of that
today,
at the 420 Superstore. If you go in there and tell them that the Crypt and Scully sent you from the Metal-O-Mania program, they will give you 20% off anything in the store. So there you go. Can't beat that. Do it. Go in there and be like,
Jim
dude.
got drunk for Halloween, it sounds like.
Oh, very nice.
And then for Thanksgiving coming up, he's going to be drunk again.
He's going to be drunk. Hey,
and then
Jim's a man after my own heart.
I'm sorry, actually. I just assumed Christmas.
For
Maybe
Christmas?
that was a little fucked up.
He's going to get drunk.
Hanukkah, I don't know. But
he's going to get drunk?
He's going to get drunk.
I got you.
The point is...
what's he going to do for New Year's?
He gets drunk.
I see.
Oh,
Hey.
but I guess early. He gets drunk early and then passes out. There's a little more to that.
Before,
so.
Hey, I don't judge you, man. I don't judge. It is what it is, bro.
For New Year's Eve, the last, 4 years, I am woken up at 11:56.
with my genitals in your face. No, I mean,
then we
what?
watch the ball drop, and then back asleep again by 12:03.
Yeah, that's true. I bring in the New Year's by myself, is what she's telling you. So, well,
I made it sad. Jeez, I was just saying I slept, but.
Oh yeah, I went. Play some sad music for me.
I'm not that kind of engineer.
And then the ball. Yeah, I know. See, if Dave was here, he'd have me. Dave would throw some sad
like
music
that.
in the background right now.
Wah, wah.
And then I was sitting there by myself with the rain outside of the window. Scully was asleep in another room, not caring at all about me and my world.
Oh my God, are you kidding? He was on Facebook, I'm sure.
Yeah, why not? But I'm going to bring up quite a few debates. We're going to get into some debates a little bit as we go through the show. Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Friendly musical debates. All that political bullshit, again, that's 20 minutes down the road from here. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a million miles away from where we sit here in the Metal-O-Mania studios.
2018, Jim. Just, sorry.
Okay. I want to know what everybody. I'm only had a few listens to the new Metal Church stuff. There's a brand new Metal Church album, as everybody knows, I'm sure, by now. Yeah. It's going to be released on December 7th. Mike Howe, as you know, has returned to Metal Church a little bit ago. They've been very busy. They put out, I think the second studio album to go with a live album since he's returned to the band. And they're on a prolific path, man. They're playing and jamming. They're doing the thing. I have been able to hear 2 songs off of the new release that they've made available to jam on and to play for radio purposes and that sort of thing. And I am going to play the title track for everybody right now. I will tell you, give it a few listens. If you know, when I'm gonna people, as you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, as I know how to be. When I first heard it, I didn't like it very much. I don't think I liked it very much. There was something too melodic about it, maybe, or whatever. But I will say, I wasn't even going to play it on the air. Actually, when I first heard it, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to play the new Metal Church, and that's going to hurt me because I'm a huge Metal Church fan from back in the Weeble days. But the more I've listened to the 2 songs that they've released, the more they have grown on me, and the more they're obviously they're talented. They're fucking Metal Church. But I decided ultimately to let you guys check it out, and I'd like to hear your feedback. So, especially if you're live on the board right now, let's hear what you got to say. Let's check out the brand new Metal Church. The title track from the new release, which will be out on December 7th. Damned If You Do. Ain't that the fucking truth, right? Don't go nowhere. Metal-O-Mania.
Go beat off in the corner because I don't give a dead moose's last shit.
It's unmistakably Metal Church. I'll tell you what, man. Mike Howe's voice is unlike any other in the history of the game, brother. You can hear, and I love the Mike Howe's come back in the band. I love all of it. I love all I got my roots in that stuff, man. I go back to the early days with the Metal Church stuff. So there you go, brand new Metal Church coming at you. Damned if you do. Damned if you do. So look for that December 7th. And there's great new metal coming, man. I'm telling you. You got that Hammerhead release coming up, though, but you got some truly spectacular metal coming out. There's some new Sodom coming up, so I'm excited about that. Just great stuff. Great stuff is on the horizon. New Slipknot. We're going to play that new Slipknot song tonight. And that's another one of the debates we talked a little bit about. We're going to debate what everybody thinks of the new Metal Church. What kind of feedback were you getting on the board? Anything about the Metal Church on the board tonight? But while you check that out, my other debate.
Yes, 37 says he still loves Metal Church.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love Metal Church, right? My other debate we'll get into a little bit later, but the Slipknot thing. I'm going to play the new Slipknot jam that they released tonight. I'm going to play the video, and I'm a Slipknot fan.
Jim says he's down with it. Yeah.
The Metal Church.
Chewbacca Josh says he digs it. Yeah.
Killer, awesome. I'd like to know where they are on the fence of Slipknot. I have had heated debates with metal fans over the Slipknot thing. I've heard people want to refer to them as a new metal, NU metal band. I've had people want to refer to them as, all kinds of. I know people that vehemently dislike Slipknot, and when I call them metal, they get pissed off at me, and I don't get it. I think they're not only metal. I like Slipknot. I'm a fan. I am a Slipknot fan. And I think they got the brutality, they got the fury, they got the fucking, I like them. And I like the new song, too. I've seen a few people on the Facebook groups bitching about the new song, and I don't understand what the problem is. I think it's brutal, it's fucking kick-ass, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody tonight. So I don't understand what the problem is. I do think that is a thing where people sit around their house looking to dislike things. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about, Scully?
Yeah.
I do. I talk to people that, I'll talk about movies. I'm a big movie and TV freak. I binge watch shit, I've been watching fucking so many documentaries this week that I'm like, looking for fingerprints around the fucking house and shit. It's so in my brain, I'm a fucking forensic investigator all of a sudden. But it's wild to me that I talk to about some of these things that I watch with people and the way their attitude that a lot of people have when they want to. It's like, man, you tried really hard to pick that fucking thing apart, brother. Like, man, seriously, just enjoy it. It's fucking here to entertain you, man. It blows my mind how irritated and pissy people can be about like a movie or something, a TV show it's literally here to entertain you. You know what I mean?
Right.
They created this shit to fucking entertain you, and you're pissed off about it. Like, they fucked that movie up. Them fucking assholes, like, god damn, brother.
Yeah, people that are going looking for something to pick apart.
Yeah, man, it's got a really. Don't get me wrong. There's some things that are just awful, and that is what it is. You know, like, but I personally, I'm going to give you all kinds of shots to enjoy what you've created with your creativity and see. I may not like it, it may not be for me, but I'm going to, you know, I've walked out of one movie ever. You know, I know people that have literally walked out of dozens of movies.
Yeah, why?
You've spent a
paid
lot
for
of
that.
money
Yeah, that's
to walk out of that movie on your high horse. I've walked out of one movie ever, and it was with you. Me and you went and saw that Meet the Spartans, I
Yeah.
believe it was. Meet the Spartans.
What the fuck was that?
And yeah, about halfway through, we were. No, I don't even think we made it halfway through. We were like, yes.
We didn't laugh one time.
No, time to go.
We're fair. We are not
Yeah.
jackasses. as
We're
far as
fair,
that.
and
Yeah.
let's be honest. If
We're
gonna
easy
go
to
see,
entertain.
if we're gonna go see a funny movie, we're gonna get our minds right for it. So
we're easy.
we're gonna give you every opportunity to make us laugh. And if you still can't do it, man, you know, we're gonna help you do it. You know, but fuck,
Right.
that was an awful movie. That was all. We should come in one week and do it. Just, you know, me and Bong would for last year for Halloween did the best horror movies episode. We should come in here one week and just do the fucking worst movies of all time episode, man. That would be a fun episode. I got a bunch of candidates, but
Yeah.
but Meet the Spartans would maybe be my winner at the end of the day, though, because holy shit, that was a piece of shit movie.
Well, we never saw the. I mean, to be completely fair, you know, we never saw the end. It could have somehow picked up and became amazing. The best movie we ever missed.
I'm doubting it.
You know,
I am doubting it. But what you got there, love?
just trying to give it maybe the benefit of the doubt.
What you researching there? I see you got some good things, huh? December 1st.
So
Is that our pals? Is that
you
our
know,
buddies, Burial at
there's
Sea?
something going on with one of the bands that, you know, we know and like and
And
love.
that are our
and,
family
you
to
know,
us,
right.
yes.
So I just wanted to share it with our people.
Right on. If you interview with this program, you are from that moment forevermore Metal-O-Mania family, and we will do our best to let everyone know what you're up to, when your releases happen, when your live shows are coming. And to that end, Burial at Sea, friends of ours, very, very good friends of ours, man. Mick and the gang, very cool, very awesome band.
I don't care if you burn.
This process of manipulation by the corporatocracy through the use of debt, bribery, and political overthrow is called globalization.
No, hey,
Hello, hello.
we're good. I think we're good.
Is it playing?
Yeah, just needed a little break.
So what
Can
the
you
fuck
hear me
happened?
now?
Look, Caleb, you were the magic man,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
You came in, you knocked on it like Fonzie, and everything started working again.
I
Thank
just
you, my
need a
friend.
professional every now and again.
Thank you, Caleb, for real, sir.
Thank you,
very
sir.
much. Well, there you go. A little bit of love from Mr. Caleb on the studio magic. Good stuff. Good stuff. Our apologies to those out there who couldn't hear us on the last break. I assure you, we were talking. If that helps any.
They could see your mouth moving.
It was mostly about my genitals, so be glad you didn't have to hear it. But what I was saying
missed
was
a tally or two.
that Cryptic Slaughter fucking jam, by the way, was just straight badassery. Truly kick-ass, man. That band is fantastic. That album is called Surveillance States. You want to get it. Corporatocracy was the name of that song. Fucking straight badass. And then since we were having fucking issues with you being able to hear us, we went straight into that Disgrace and Terror song.
Yeah.
And man, those dudes, again, fucking badasses. I'm a huge fan of them.
Yeah, they're our new friends. We're going to be talking to them for sure.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to them, and I can't wait. They got a brand new release called Age of Satan. Those guys have been together since 2001. Their early stuff was dead red thrash metal, but they've progressively become more and more deathy with each release, I think. You know what I mean? Disgrace and Terror.
Okay.
And, yeah, man, I'm going to tell you what. The new CD, as my understanding, is dedicated to Master Hector Escobar Gutierrez, the Black Pope from South America.
Right.
So,
I was told that by the drummer.
of Satan. Age of Satan. And, man, that's badass. Disgrace and Terror, killer. Really, 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 really big fans of all those guys as well. So
Awesome.
make sure you do follow Crimson Slaughter, and make sure you do follow Disgrace and Terror. And, again, we're going to bring you an interview with Disgrace and Terror just as soon as we are able.
Right on.
All right?
Yep.
So, on that note, Has anyone said anything about Slipknot? I'd like to know on the board.
Yeah,
Slipknot
they
fans?
did.
Are they fans? Are we got mostly fans? Do they?
I'm trying to
is
scroll.
anybody
What's
saying
fucked up
they're-
is every time somebody says something, it takes you back to the bottom. So I'm struggling a bit to catch up and to.
Takes you back to the bottom.
Yeah.
Sounds like life.
Jim
Sounds like life.
comment. I think that's Chewbacca loves Slipknot.
Fuck
Jim
yeah,
says
Chewbacca.
Slipknot brings it.
Fuck yeah, Jim. Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, I think everybody was. It was all positive remarks, if
Okay,
I
cool.
remember.
I'm a little surprised at that, but I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm tired of the divide. Oh, you know, well, I'm a hypocrite. I'm sure I've said this on the show
yeah.
before. Yeah, I'm an absolute hypocrite. Because if it's bands I like and that I see the value in, I'm like, man, why can't we all just get it? Oh, dude, it's like metal, man. We're like, it's like metal, man. Why don't you like it? It's metal. But if it's something I hate, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? And there's some of that shit. There's some of that shit. I have gotten shit from our listeners, actually, on my private message saying, oh, man, you only ever talk positively about bands. You only ever say good things about them. And there's a reason for that. I play bands that I like. I don't play a bunch of shit I don't like. What the fuck would be the purpose of that?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Right.
Well,
and because you understand, everybody likes different shit.
Yeah, right on.
And
right
who
on.
are you to shit on something?
Exactly.
We are.
Exactly right.
Now, you're not playing stuff you don't like, obviously.
Right.
But
stuff that I don't like, I'm not going to play on my show.
Right. Exactly.
But I do understand that I'm not the be all end all of
and
fucking
you wanna
goddamn
introduce
opinions.
people to new things still.
Right.
So
right.
it's.
You may not. I may not like it. That doesn't mean you won't fucking like it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck if you do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem we've hit in this country. I'm not gonna draw too many parallels to the political climate we got going on.
Yeah, you said.
But it is a problem. It is the problem with things today. We all have to fucking agree for some reason. No, we fucking don't. We don't have to fucking agree. Who said we have to agree all the time? There's a great many of things. I don't like certain things. I'll tell you what. I'm not afraid to say things I don't like. I don't like anything Metallica Black Album or since. I thought Death Magnetic was good, but I don't. Not a big fan of the Hardwired album, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan, of Load and all that kind of shit. I've made that very clear a million times. I think Kiss, while I loved Kiss as a child, as a young person, the makeup and stuff brought me in. I have decided and found as myself, as an adult, looking back, musically they're fucking weak in my opinion, and I think they suck, and mostly because Gene Simmons and them, a bunch of dickheads. Somebody posted a meme on Facebook earlier, as a matter of fact. It was like Gene Simmons as the Candy Man, and it said, if you hold a $50 in the bill and look in the mirror in the bathroom and say Gene Simmons' name 3 times in a row, he will show up to take that $50 from you. But that's who they are. You know what I mean? They're money grubbing dudes, and whatever. It is what it is. I'm not necessarily judging. I'm just saying my personal feeling is that it doesn't have the chops. You know what I'm saying? It was more theatrics than it was substance, in my opinion, and that's my opinion. You're welcome to have your own. But, and I've made it very clear, I'm not a Five Finger Death Punch fan. I think they suck. I think Ghost sucks. A lot of love for Ghost out there. I was shocked when they were on tour with Iron Maiden, because Iron Maiden's, of course, one of my favorite bands of all time, and they had Ghost, who, let's be honest, is the Depeche Mode of metal, right? I mean, am I wrong? They're the Depeche Mode of metal. I think that's, they can't be described more accurately than that. There's no place for your whiny ass in metal. Anyway.
Well, a couple of Pigweed loves Slipknot, he says.
Well, Pigweed rocks. I'm glad you brought up Pigweed. We'll come back to that, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Doughboy Pigweed T. That's his name.
Killer.
Bongwood. Hold on, he wrote a long one, of course.
I love Bongwood, that winded bitch. Bongwood, you winded bitch. I love you, sir. I just saw Bongwood today. We talked a little bit.
The first album, he said, was incredible. And the live show was fucking bonkers, I think was the word he used. It fucking just...
Do you remember who... I don't remember who we were talking about that's a reference to, but...
Slipknot.
Oh, Slipknot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool. Right on. Killer.
Chat board.
Good. I love Bongwood. He's a good dude. But, yeah. I'm just not a fan of certain bands like that. You know, I think
Charlie Z's telling a story. I assume he's talking about Slipknot's up. When he moved to Cali, he went to Gazzari's on the Sunset Strip, and it was the first band he saw in California.
Slipknot, awesome.
Oh no! It was a band called Tactics. So I don't know what it has to do with what we're talking about right now.
Oh, look, you're gonna have to catch up and read the board and get back to me.
Sorry, Charlie.
But
I thought your story was relevant.
Damn it, Charlie. I love Charlie, by the way. Shout out to the militants and Charlie Z. Much love to that dude. But yeah, man, there are some things I don't like. But the point I'm trying to make is that doesn't mean you don't have to like it. I mean, you know, whatever. We don't have to agree.
What we're saying.
We don't have to fucking agree.
Right.
I think Ghost blows fucking dog dicks. But you can love them all you want to. I'll just think a little bit less of you. That's all.
Oh.
That's all. Oh, but the pigweed,
Well,
that's what it was.
certain things, see, that's funny actually that you say that though.
Mm-hmm.
Because some things, you know, you're allowed to like whatever the fuck you want. And no judgment. But certain things definitely carry a lot of judgment.
Yeah, right, for sure.
Yeah, so.
For sure, no question.
You know, be careful.
No
what
question.
you do admit to.
If you like rap and stuff, I judge you a little bit. I'm sorry, I do. But pigweed, you said pigweed's on the board, man. Much love.
Yeah.
There's a pigweed documentary available, released today. A pigweed documentary about your crazy band, Pigweed, who are badasses, by the way. Much love to you guys, man. I am a big fan. So, thank you for hanging out with us and doing the Metal-O-Mania thing with us, man. Much love for that. So, but yeah, go out there and figure out how to get your copy of the documentary and check that out, you guys. Good stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so I'm catching up a little bit. So, Pigweed just said Five Finger is good, but Ghost, no. He said not even worth it.
Okay, Diggs Five Finger, okay.
Right. And
Okay,
Charlie
right
Z is talking about Steve Gaines and Anger
As
as
Art.
Art.
Oh,
Yes,
awesome. Who we're
the
interviewing
band.
on the show
And
tonight.
he was
Awesome.
talking about him up there. I just kind of didn't connect that that's what he was talking about.
Awesome. Okay.
But we're going to get to him in a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Killer. Yeah, we got an interview with Steve
it's,
tonight.
a little later. So
We're going to talk to
stay tuned
Steve
for
on the
that.
program tonight, which I'm looking forward
Charlie
to, man.
Z has got a story or two, I guess he says.
Oh,
so.
killer. Charlie Z's good peoples. Good peoples, man. The Militants. Check out
Thanks
the
for
Militants and
coming
show them the
to hang
love
out.
on their page. And go show Pigweed the love as well. And go to Pigweed's page right now and say, how the fuck do I get a copy of the documentary? Dig?
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah.
And then go to the Metal-O-Mania page and say, how do I get a copy of the Crypt and Scully porno that's going around?
No. He's
Oh, no?
full of shit.
What? We're not, I thought we agreed we were going to sell copies of that. You guys don't want that anyway. It's just shading and angles of my ass. Anyway, so let's play a song. You know, we're going to play a song right now, as a matter of fact, from another. You know, it's point of view, and it's my point of view. Not good, because, trust me. Anyway, here, actually, it'd be worse if it was Scully's point of view. That'd be even more fucked up.
Oh.
Sorry. You know, although if it was my point of view, you can see the terrified look in her eye. Anyhow. Oh, okay, no. Let's go play some Costa Rican metal. And a matter of fact, these guys are my fucking pals, man. Heresy, just straight badasses, man. I'm telling you, every week we come on this program and we remind you all out there that the metal scene is alive. It's kicking. It's well. It's breathing. It's fucking knocking down doors. It's fucking destroying things. And there are bands that make me so fucking excited to be a part of the metal scene, man. And Heresy is another one of those bands for me. We're going to talk to these guys too. We're going to interview them. We got it all set up. We're going to get them in here. We're going to talk to them about their brand new album. We're going to talk to them about all things metal. We're going to talk to them about me and Scully visiting Costa Rica a couple years ago, because that is where they are from, of course. And, man, I'm telling you, they got a brand new album. It's called Blasphemia. It is so straight badass and amazing. And we're going to play a song of it from you right now. And then we're going to talk to them guys and play a video from them in the near week or so, next week or so. I think next week even. We're going to play The Pagan off of this Heresy album. And then we're going to follow that right up with some Finger of Doom action for you guys, man. So open your legs and be ready to be fingered. I mean, open your ears and be ready to be fingered. I mean, just get fingered.
Just wait for Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny will tell you.
Kenny will take care of you.
Yeah, there you go. Much love, much metal. Don't go no place. We still got a lot more to go.
The finger of doom points to you.
All right. Hello, Metal-O-Mania. Welcome back to another segment of the Finger of Doom on Metal-O-Mania.live. And thanks as always to Crypt and Scully and the whole crew for having us back. We're happy to be back. Let's get straight to the music this week if we can. This song this week is called Release, and it's by a band called Drug Cult, and this is their debut album, Drug Cult. It was released earlier in 2018, around June, I believe. And I love this album because it is it's just so grimy and just kind of, it's got this kind of sloppy, greasy feel to it, and a lot of really cool grooves with the drums. And in fact, that's one of the reasons I chose this particular song, Release, because it has a different kind of drum groove than what you would normally find, and it's based on actually a shuffle groove. And you don't hear that in heavy metal very often, and I thought it was really cool. But this whole album, if you like this song, this whole album just has tons of great doomy riffs and really heavy stuff, a lot of fuzz and feedback and just kind of sloppy, grimy stuff. But some of you may not be familiar with what a shuffle groove is and why that's kind of unusual in metal. So what I thought might be fun is I would break down the shuffle groove for you really quickly. We're not going to take very long. And go and just show you what this groove is about, and then name a few songs that you might hear it in otherwise outside of metal. I don't know a ton about this group. They're actually kind of secretive in a cool way. So you know, you can do some digging on your own. You can check all the usual sources, you know, your Facebooks and their website and stuff like that. It's a quartet. I'm not really sure where they're from. They don't seem to be big on really releasing a lot of information about themselves, and that's just fine with me. I don't care. I love the album, and I think that it's got a lot of great grooves in it. It's really worth checking out. So why don't we go over to the drum set. We'll break this groove down, and then we'll get on with the music. How's that? Okay, everybody, here we are back at the trusty drum set, and we're going to talk about the shuffle groove really quickly. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to feature this song was because the shuffle groove is actually very rare in metal, or at least to my knowledge. So if you're going to go out on your Google machines and prove me wrong, that's fine. But you know, I rarely hear this kind of a groove in metal, and so I thought it was really cool. And some famous songs that you may have heard it in otherwise, but a lot of people don't realize it when they hear it. It's in a lot of those songs. Most famously, probably Rosanna by Toto. It's based on a shuffle groove. And that's actually based on a combination of the shuffle groove, also doing that kind of Bo Diddley sort of dun, 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 dun. Another very famous song that metalheads might be familiar with is Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin, is also based on the shuffle groove. Let me see if I can play a measure or two of that. I'm not going to play too loudly because I think it's going to blow out my little microphones on my little recorder there. But anyway, so now let's break this down and show you really quickly how this groove works, and then we can get on with the song, shall we? Okay, so first of all, it's based on a triplet feel, and that means that the timekeeper on the hi-hat here is keeping time in triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, triplet, triplet, 1, 2, 3. Triplet, triplet. But then it's skipping the middle beat. So you're only playing 1 and 3. So the effect is like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, triplet, triplet. And then to speed it up. Alright, see how that works? Then you put it together with the rest of the kit, and it sounds something like this. And that is your shuffle groove. And if you listen, you're going to hear it in all kinds of songs. Again, not so much metal, right? And that's why I thought this was kind of a cool application of it. And this song is, you know, just kind of a sleazy, loose, you know, shuffle feel, and really, really nice and grimy. So that should be a lot of fun. But you'll hear it in songs like Babylon Sisters by Steely Dan, No Rain by Blind Melon, which was a huge hit in the 90s. Listen to that song, and it's in there. And it's in a lot of other great songs. So I thought it was a really cool groove. Hope you don't mind me showing you a little bit about how that works. Have fun with this song, and till next week, doom on.
Doom does not fail.
Motherfucker. How about all that? So let's rewind a little bit about that so everybody knows who to give the love to.
Fuck yeah.
Man, that heresy, first of all. Are those dudes badasses or are those dudes badasses? That blasphemia, I'm telling you, man. I can't wait to share the interview with you guys. I can't wait to just... Good stuff, man. Very excited about that release. Very, very, very excited about that release. I am going to be playing the hell out of that for everyone. And then, of course, Kenny. I'm glad Kenny's back, right? Kenny back doing the Finger of Doom. Kenny was born for that shit. And I like the little thing he did tonight, man. I like that little fucking breakdown, and, you know, he brings it. Kenny brings it for the fun. Brings it for the good stuff.
You know, I definitely am not familiar with Doom, and I don't even think you were very familiar with Doom.
No, I'm not
prior to
big
Kenny's
Doom guy.
introduction. So,
yeah.
For those of you that are familiar and, you know.
All of you Doom experts out there probably know more about what Kenny's talking about. Yeah,
but for those of us that don't, it's an appreciated lesson. So.
Yeah, dig it.
Yeah.
Dig it. And we will have Tina Forrester back in the fold at some point soon. She's busy and going through some things, but living her life. But Tina will return, and we love her, and we're looking forward to that. So just killer, man. Killer stuff.
Killer.
So, unfortunately, bad stuff's happening, man. I'm tired of the bad stuff happening. You know what I mean? We lost one of our own. Always hate to, honestly, I'll be honest with you, it feels like sometimes I say this way too often. But we lost one of our own. We lost Captain America. We lost Steve Rogers. Our buddy from Millions of Dead Angels. If you follow the show and are friends of the show, then you know we interviewed Millions of Dead Angels, or MODA, as we call them, on the show on a past episode that is in the archives. I encourage you to go in the archives and check out that interview. It was a fun one. It was a lot of fun talking to these guys. Yeah. And we forged not only a friendship, a mutual admiration society kind of a thing, but you know, we stay on top of what these dudes... I told you earlier, when you get interviewed on this program, you're family to us. You know, we consider it an honor that you would take the time to talk to us. We are fans of yours. We're not just... See, that's the thing. I am a fan of yours. If we've reached out to you to talk to you and we want to do an interview and we want to get you on this thing, this whole Metal-O-Mania thing is a passion project. You understand? It's a passion project. We're not out here making a killing, making a bunch of cash and doing. We're devoting a lot of time to it as well. You know what I mean? It's a passion project, and it's because we love the metal scene and we're passionate about it, and we're passionate about sharing it. And I truly believe that there are these bands that exist that just aren't being heard by enough ears that are going to be fans of theirs. All they need to do is we need to piece them together. I want to be the Cupid between you and you and your metal. And it's the reason we exist to do this program. And that's why talking to these bands is a privilege, in my opinion. And it's something I've reached out to talk to you because I'm already a fan of what you do. I'm not going to bother with talking to fucking bands I don't give a fuck about. I want to talk to the bands making the music that means something to me. Which is why when we talked to Millions of Dead Angels, it was an important interview for me. It was a fun interview for me because I'm a big fan of their fucking album. Thrash Pipe is the name of their release, by the way. Something that you should all own, something that should be in everybody's iTunes, or as we preach to death to you, it should be, you should have a hard copy, metal. They go hand, they're like that. You can't have one without the other. You got to have them both. You can get away with downloading the fuck out of all the fucking, Katy, whoever, Perry shits that you like if that's your music. If you're a metal fan, you need to buy the hard copies, man, because metal, art. See, I'm surprised I have to say this to some degree, but the point of all this being, Millions of Angels lost one of their own. Steve Rogers, a member of the band, has passed away on us, gone on to the next stage and whatever there is, and he'll be missed. He'll be terribly missed. He had 2 daughters, has 2 daughters. A great many fans and friends that are heartbroken and will greatly miss him. And we count ourselves amongst those people. We're gonna miss you, brother. We're gonna miss you, man. we're gonna miss what you brought. I enjoyed speaking with you. The laughter came through. You know what I mean? And that's a gift, brother. So the end of all this bullshit I'm saying right now just comes to this, man. Every day with each other is a gift. Every day with someone that you love and someone that you cherish walking this fucking world with is a gift. Treat it as such every goddamn day. You know, there's no more valuable thing you can do for yourself or for your little oh so brief walk on this marble is to value and love the ones that mean that to you. So let's fucking listen to a Millions of Dead Angels song together because they're straight badass. And we're going to miss you, brother. There's no other way to put it, man. There's no easy way to let go of those we love. There is no easy way. So hold on as long as you motherfucking can, goddammit. Let's do by all means. Pick up Thrash Pipe. Millions of Dead Angels. Steve, rest in peace, my metal warrior, brother.
I see you in another life, brother.
Welcome back to Fat Man and Scully Radio here on Metal-O-Mania.live. Metal-O-Mania episode number 98. Sitting in your lap and filling your head with metal. Right on.
Yeah.
Little Millions of Dead Angels for you guys and gals out there. Much love to those cats. We are thinking about you. Our thoughts, our hearts, our minds, and our love of metal, man. Thinking about you cats. Thinking about you cats, man. And we're just saying bye to motherfuckers too frequently, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to change the subject to something lighter.
Okay, bring it to me. I need it.
You are obsessed with cats tonight. What is your fucking deal with...
I am. I have a cat background on the show tonight.
About 85 times since we started broadcasting.
Okay, right on.
You have the cat.
Well, it's a different word every week, you know, but okay, cats might be the word this week. I got you.
It is.
Okay.
You definitely obsess on one word every week.
I know.
And say it repeatedly.
Well, it'll be ass again next week, so enjoy cat, motherfucker. Well, as you know, I had a cat scare. I thought my pussy was sick earlier in the week, and
I know. Turns out you just made him sick.
Yeah, it might have been my fault actually. Upon further investigation, it may have been my fault. We had a sick pussy. I'm always overworking the pussy as it is, you know.
He doesn't think any rules apply to him, no matter what the case may be. So
that's right. Is that not right?
No.
Oh.
Their rules are made for a reason sometimes, babe, not just
it's the story of my life.
He is like so, seriously guys, so fuck authority. He's not going to like listen to any direction from anybody. We discussed how many treats the cat's supposed to eat in a sitting.
Okay.
And he blew that completely out the window and made our cat sick.
I have a problem with giving too many treats to pussy. It's true. I don't know how to. It was my dad's advice. Miss you, Pop. I miss you, Pop.
You can't bring your dad into
It was
this.
Dad's advice. No. Fucking never always keep the pussy fat and sore.
Oh, my
Full
God.
and sore. I'm not sure if he was talking about a cat or not.
No.
Don't.
Right.
Miss you, Papa.
But yeah. Give the cat no more.
Too many tweets. Too many tweets.
Than 7 to 10 treats per sitting. And, you know, we have a son. So he's getting, like, treats from both of them. And
yeah, that's probably
the cat's,
true.
like, at first, like,
I'm giving him
totally
treats. Kai's
awesome.
giving him treats right on.
And then he got sick. So.
Digging it. He's
You're
better now,
it?
though. He's better now, though. I gave him weed treats.
Spoiled little bastard.
You know what? He won't eat beef or any people food, but he loves weed treats. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, let's move on from that.
He likes catnip.
He does like catnip, actually. So, yeah, Millions of Angels, very badass, man. How's the chat board going? Much love to you guys on the board.
Yeah,
I meant to talk to you guys tonight. My phone's fucking with me a little bit, but I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, we got some, again, a lot of people that don't really have names. 29 is on there. Here's newest fan.
Killer. Awesome.
Yeah, so.
Well, Heresy's badass. Heresy, everyone who listens to the program tonight, but should be a, if you weren't already, should become a Heresy fan because they're badass. And I'll tell you what, looking at our map tonight, Like that. I like all the red showing up on the map. The global map. We got some Costa Rica. We got some global love. Thank you guys and gals from all over the world for hanging out.
That are sleeping.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You can. You can. It's like, oh, past that mark, they must be into the sleep zone.
Tomorrow.
But hey, we appreciate all that red to the left of that, though. That's great stuff, man. Much love to all of you guys and gals. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of metal. Metal has no gender borders. Metal has no religion. Metal has none of that, man. It's all we're all in the tent together. That's what I love. You know, as we sat there yesterday and spent the day dividing the country up further, in my opinion, all day long. We're coming in here today to unify, motherfucker. We're bringing it back together today. We're piecing together pieces of what they broke apart yesterday in that whole debacle. So, yeah, man. Under this tent, we all make it work. And I'll tell you for the record, for those who ask, and I get asked all the time, what of our political blah 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 blah, and I'll tell you they all suck, man. That's the most clear answer I can get. I don't believe in any of them. I don't trust in any of them. If you accused me of being part of either of the two major parties in this country, I would be. I'm not offended easily. I'm not one of these fucking people that are on a college campus that are walking around my feelings hurt all the time. But if you called me what today is constituted as a conservative or a liberal in this country, I would be offended by either one of those things. Neither one of those things represent me.
And you've already
in any
said
way,
too
shape, or
much.
form. So, yeah, I find it all to be a fucking embarrassment, to be honest with you. So, there's that. Anyhow, back to metal. Right.
Moving on.
Well, it saves me now from answering all the emails later. You know,
No,
every time it's some kind of political thing going on in the background, I get questions. You know, I've gotten some this week.
You're a celebrity now, and people want to know what you think.
That I wish. I wish.
You know, you just need
we
to
were
start a Twitter
recognized in
account
public once,
so you can tweet about it every 40 minutes.
I do
or so.
need to tweet. We're dropping the ball on the tweet thing.
No, there's no we about it.
Well, you could tweet. I do Facebook stuff.
I'm overwhelmed. I've got too much.
You're overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed.
And I'm starting one more thing too on top of that.
I know.
So,
should we talk about that at all?
I don't want to right
No?
now.
You sure?
No.
All right.
So
Scully's got some things coming on the show. Okay. Anyhow, yeah. What's up? How are you?
We're gonna do the Modern Retro High.
Modern Retro, haha. Well, you know, awesome that we have a theme song now. We have a theme song to open up the program now with.
Do we have a Modern
from our buddy?
Retro
No, but that's what we should. I was just gonna say, we need to get that. We need
where did that come from?
We need a Metal-O-Mania Paul Schaefer type cat in here, that's like sitting right there with a guitar.
Just like.
You know, right, and then whenever it's like Modern Retro haha time, we can break into a Modern Retro haha. You know, something. Boom, you know what I mean? Like Paul Schaefer used to do on the David Letterman show. You dig it? You dig it. I think it would be cool. But that does make me think of the fact that thank you, Ron Behrens, our buddy Ron, who is another one who hangs out, watches the show, and supports the show all the time. But he gave us what is now our intro music, our intro to the show music, our theme song, as it were.
Oh,
and our buddy.
Daughter's so excited she's in it.
Yeah, I know. You can see our daughter a few times in the intro. And then Mike Bozier, our buddy from Snipers of Babel, gave us the music that is our closing theme song.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, I love it.
Fuck yeah to all of you guys. Fuck yeah. And that does bring us to, we need music for our Modern Retro haha. And that's where we are on the program tonight. And I want to tell you, as I do every week to our new viewers, every single week we do this, where we play 3 songs for you. The first one and the third one will be brand new, something released brand new. But in the middle there will be our weekly old school jam of the week. Every week we want to play something from the old school file, something that pays homage to our forefathers of metal. And this week our old school jam is going to be some Anthrax. So what we're going to do is open this thing up with the newest release, the newest Slipknot release. And again, I asked you, it seems to be on our board, everybody seems to be pretty unanimous even, that Slipknot is badass and they're metal. So yeah, I agree with all of you. I love them. And I love this new release. I think the new song's badass. So the new song is called All Out Life. The new album doesn't come out until early 2019, so enjoy the song and hope that they come out with another single before that for you to enjoy some more Slipknot. But we're going to share that with you first of all, and then we're going to play our old school jam of the week again. It's going to be Anthrax. We're going to play Madhouse off of the 1985 release, Spreading the Disease. In my opinion, one of the best Anthrax albums in the early days. Although I'll tell you what, their last two albums, Anthrax's last two most recent fucking albums, are two of my favorite metal albums of the last decade. No, straight up badass. Straight badassery. I love them. Fantastic. So you should own those. Good stuff. And then we're going to come back out with some fucking hardcore meets fucking metal meets thrash. What we've come to call thrashcore here at Metal-O-Mania. From France, our new friends Forest and Blood. Nice. They got a brand new album called Pirates. And we're going to close out the Modern Retro haha with a song off of that called Legacy. So enjoy all this. We threw a couple things for you to laugh at in the middle there for you. And we'll be right back to keep on meddling out the rest of your hump day. And don't go anywhere, because shortly after that, we're going to be talking to our new friends in Anger is Art. So, much love, much metal. Coming at you.
How about some real pain?
No. Crazy is hearing voices, talking to cats, dating Paula Abdul. I'm not crazy. I'm a visionary!
Force and Blood right up in your ear hole. Motherfucking badasses.
Oh, yeah.
Badasses from France. That release is called Pirates. Those dudes been around since 1998. They're killer. They're extreme. And they're our new pals. Yours, mine, and everyone you know if you're a metalhead, man. Straight badasses.
Hell yeah.
That was some old school Anthrax for you as well, of course. And you know those motherfuckers are badasses. Been doing it since 1981. Out of Yonkers, New York. Oh, yeah, that's true. Anthrax as a band is older than Scully. Yeah. Scully, of course, has been around since 1982. And some Slipknot for you to open that whole situation up, man. Straight badass. So I got a question, Scully.
And some funny fucking shit in the middle.
Yeah, right? There's some humor in there as well. Well, you know, that was picked a while ago. Usually the humor parts we pick for the show weeks in advance.
Oh, okay.
And I noticed those were chosen tonight because both Jim Norton and Norm Macdonald. Jim Norton and Norm Macdonald have recent stand-up comedies that they've put out this year. And they both did that same bit. You know, I'm sure, I'm not accusing nobody of stealing anybody's jokes or whatever like that. And maybe it just came to them both randomly or whatever, but they both did a bit about, you know, I'm going to, you know, commit suicide and blame it on a random person. You know, they both did a little bit about it. So I thought it'd be funny to play both of them doing that almost, you know, that pretty same bit tonight. So, there you go. Anyway.
Pretty funny.
Anyway, so I got a question though. I got a question for you.
Question.
If you're in the Metal-O-Mania group on Facebook, if you're in the Metal-O-Mania group and you're in the Metal-O-Mania page, first of all, I love that it's become a place where people post lots of videos all the time. You know, if I'm not able to even get on the page for a little while because we're running around like crazy people as we are these days, it's nice to know that people are keeping it active. People are sharing videos. People are sharing polls. You know, Aubrey, as you know, has been very preoccupied with some things going on. We hope to get her back. She's very much an engine that keeps that thing rolling pretty well as well. But it's been moving along. It's been plotting its course. It's been people have been participating, and that's awesome.
Okay.
Am I a dick?
Probably, but what?
Hey, let me finish the question. Am I a dick for thinking 3 hours a week from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time? I mean, from 8 to 11, excuse me, Eastern Standard Time. If you're posting on the Metal-O-Mania page, then you're not watching us. Support our show. Support our stupid little show, man.
Well, I'm posting on the page.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you're posting about our show.
Yeah.
Like, if you're on there posting random fucking videos right now and stuff, that's cool. I mean, I'm not bitching. It's not like I'm bitching necessarily, but am I a pecker for thinking if you have time to be finger fucking YouTube for fucking shit bang fucking Slipknot videos, watch our show for a little
Well,
while.
Slipknot videos are at least relevant because you just played a Slipknot song, but
I use that as an example.
I know,
but,
so it was a poor example for your point. But,
right. I mean, honestly, I feel like you should turn off Pornhub for 3 hours a week and watch our show.
You're asking a lot now.
But at a minimum, can you at least not be posting fucking videos to some random bullshit on our Facebook page while the fucking show's on? I mean, call me a dick face.
Can I?
I mean, you do all the time anyway.
I know, it's so funny.
You fucking asshole. But yeah, I mean,
it's pretty good in an argument. You come out with dick face and the other person can't help but laugh.
Yeah. I do laugh at you often when we're arguing, so.
That doesn't go very well either, does it?
But I don't know. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong to expect you to maybe?
I mean, I understand your point. It's a little awkward, really.
I'm
honestly, to like bitch about.
There's a little part inside of me that thinks, "Look at this motherfucker posting a video right now." No.
I was gonna say if I had better internet service right now, I would go and look and see who's doing it, who's guilty at the moment.
Jeremy Brackeen. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, Jerry.
Fucking posting fucking videos. Some of the show's on right now. It's post videos right now on the Metal Mates page or the World Metal Scene Group page right now.
Funny.
But our show's on right now. Metal-O-Mania has a show, and we're on right now. Right now, live. And we're bringing you metal. Don't make your fucking video compete with us on my own goddamn page, on my own goddamn group, with my own goddamn show.
Oh, Lord. All right, now you're the grumpy old man.
All right.
So we're going to move on.
I'm going to pull out my nuts. And, okay. All right. All right. You win. I'll play a song. I'll shut the fuck up and play a song then.
Okay.
As long as you're not posting the fucking video at the same time on the goddamn group. You know.
All right, relax.
All right.
Play a song.
I'm getting no respect.
Yeah.
I don't get no respect over there. Yeah. You know, Dr. Vinny Boom Bops, I don't get no fucking respect over there. Hey. All right. Let's play a song. Oh, man, I'm going to tell you what. I'm a big fan of this album right here, boy. This is a killer fucking album. This is a debut. Bing, bing, bing,
Whoa,
bing.
you finally I need a drink right now. Fuck.
Eat a dick, all right? I hope there's a little fucking, what you think is a worm in the bottom of your tequila, but it's a dick so that you actually eat a dick. Fulgore is a band out of Brazil, and they're fucking badassery. Death meets thrash meets kick-ass. Their brand new album is called Followers of the Black Euphoria. Off of that album right now, let us share damage through aggression, which means me and Scully are going to be bruised up a bit when you see us on the other side of this song. Fuck yeah, metal. Too badass for you. Too badass for you. Motherfucking Fulgore, man. Badassery out of Brazil.
Yeah.
Killer. I'm a big fan of those motherfuckers, man. That album is called Followers of the Black Euphoria. And I dig it.
Oh, yeah.
So, what the fuck are you saying, Scully?
I don't know. About what? Again, I forget.
What's the problem, exactly?
What's the topic? I'm sure I can tell you something.
No, I see the board is jumping around and bouncing around a little bit, which is awesome. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us for the Metal-O-Mania program. Do you dig my black cat background?
I do.
It's cool, right?
Yep, he's cool.
And again, the black cat does, of course, make me think of the Halloween episode of only a week ago. If you didn't catch our Halloween episode, jump your ass into the archives later and check it out. We had good music. We had a good interview with Triple Kill out of Australia. And we had a good fucking time, costume and all.
Yeah.
So, check it out.
Yep.
It was a fun one. It was a good one.
We were incognito.
Incognito. So, I'm really looking forward to getting our asses into the studio. I know it gets more and more baked in the studio.
Yeah.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Stupid
Which is
humor.
why I look forward to the studio being more local to home soon. Having our own. We are nearing that being our scenario, which we're hopeful for. And that's going to be a lot of fun, and that does mean more shows. More shows coming everybody's way, something to be hopeful for. Something to look forward to as Thanksgiving nears. We will be bringing you our 100th episode of Metal-O-Mania. And that's certainly something I'm thankful for. What about you, Scully?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thankful for all of you out there that have hung out with us and given us the support and the love so that we could hang out this long doing the thing. And we're going to give you a good program for Thanksgiving, I believe. It's going to be a good time. I believe we're going to try to drag Layla's ass and get her involved in some way, shape, or form. And we are hopefully going to, there around that time, going to get our asses out of this current studio. Because I'm going to burn this motherfucker to the ground. What do you think of that?
Let's just keep going with the metal theme
and
the music.
Is it unclassy to bitch about the studio? Is that what you're saying? Does it make me a bad person to bitch about the studio that we're in?
Oh, I don't.
Is it bad for me to do?
What are you bitching about? I mean, yeah, that's.
Well, other studios just fucking bounce music out
All right,
the walls.
I wasn't really asking. Like, I wanted answers right now.
They fucking microwave full fishes in the microwave.
Okay.
And
She-Wolf, this guy is out of control.
I'm just saying. Felt like bitching for a minute, but you're not gonna let me.
No.
So it's all right. It's cool. I'll say some positive things.
Oh.
It's my kind of weather out there right about now. It's getting nice and chilled in the air.
Yeah,
This is
like
the good
cold.
shit lollipop right here, buddy. I do like this time of year. This is a fun time of year for me.
Well, why are you stalling? I don't understand, because we got something really good coming up and you're stalling, and I'm not quite sure what's going on.
What am I stalling? What am I stalling? Did you rearrange them?
No, we've got the interview up next, so I don't. Why are you being weird?
Oh, all right. Well, I love you, honey. I don't know what you're talking about, but let's do the interview. I am eager to share the interview.
I don't know
Yes,
what's
you're
going on,
correct.
guys. I'm sorry.
You're correct. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm very excited about this, actually, man, because there's some cool things that go on with this cat. Anger is Art is a badass fucking album. I mean, a badass fucking band. They got a brand new album called Fast as Fuck, which is badass. I love these dudes, man. I fucking truly enjoy this fucking interview very much. And there's some background shit which we'll talk about after the interview, which I think is very cool as well. So
okay.
Let's go ahead and check it out. Talk to our buddies in Anger is Art. And in the meantime, right now, pick it up. Fast as Fuck. Trust me. This is your tip of the week from the crypt. This is a badass release that you should have in your collection.
You're going to want it.
Hard copies, man. Art, metal, music, art, metal, art.
All right, I'm playing it.
Tonight we got a special treat for all our Metal-O-Maniacs out there, man. All I'm saying is just because it's big and huge and has scales on it does not make it a reptile. Always. I know that most of the time, but not always. Oh, sorry. Welcome back to Metal-O-Mania. Settle a debate for me. No, I'm kidding. That was fucking badass, though, man. Anger is Art, dude. Thank you for hanging out with me, brother Steve. Killer fucking band, killer fucking album, killer fucking jam, killer song, man. Just killer all the way around, dude.
Right on.
Huge fucking fan. So pick up
Look,
your copy.
She-Wolf has had a lot to say.
Oh yeah, killer, awesome.
She wants Megadeth on the next playlist.
Fuck yeah! All right. You know what? Next week I will
All
make.
the links she added, please. So.
All right. You know what? I will make. She will send me an instant message on Facebook, and I promise you, I will make our old school jam next week, an old school Megadeth jam.
Nice.
I haven't done Megadeth in a while, so it's due. So
she likes the cool weather as well. So
dig it.
And then she's going to bed, so she
we will do that for Lori because she rocks. And awesome, yeah. And I hope you guys dug that Anger is Art, man. Speaking of Megadeth, though, Megadeth is joining forces with Ozzy Osbourne and going on the road. It looks like, so that's pretty cool. That's a pretty jam-worthy show, Ozzy and Megadeth, man.
Right.
Ozzy's getting a little up there, so I would encourage everybody to go out there and see my man Ozzy, especially if you haven't before. Ozzy's one of those. Ozzy puts on a show, man. Ozzy's the man. I don't give a fuck how old he is. Ozzy's the man, dude. So go out there and check that out. Ozzy and Megadeth coming your way, it looks like. That'll be good shit. Good shit, good shit, good shit. And you know, while I'm talking about the the Slipknot video we showed to you guys earlier, I was checking it out. I didn't realize, but apparently that Slipknot, someone sent me a message, that Slipknot video was seen 3.4 million times in the first 24 hours it hit YouTube, breaking its own record.
Oh.
3.4 million views in the first 24 hours. So yeah, I think there's some Slipknot fans out there. Maybe a couple. Maybe a couple. Gotta love that. And while I was shitting a little bit on Metallica earlier, let me give them their due. Someone was quick to... I always get feedback quickly when I say something negative about Metallica. And this was a good one. Some of the other feedback I got back about it, let me just respond with this. Fuck you. You can have your opinion. I got my opinion. But I will, to the person that wrote me this, you're right. Metallica recently did have their charity, that big charity show. And it raised $1.3 million, son. That's pretty sweet. I got it. I do have to tip my cap off to them for that one. You know, but blah blah blah, whatever your opinions are of the various.
It was for?
Metallica. Well, it was various charities, but ultimately it went to like various city food banks.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
They charged between $250 and $1,250 a ticket for this charity event, and then they auctioned several things off at the show as well. And
How much of the money went to charity?
I would imagine a good bit. I mean, they got money. They're not hurting for it.
I know. I just hate hearing about things that are for charity, and then like this stuff doesn't really go to that charity, and that pisses me off because people don't really know that when they're.
Well, and I'm glad you say that. Do your research on that, ladies and gentlemen out there. Make sure you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not going to research every somebody's like, hey, $20 for this. Like, you're not going to research that every time, you know.
Well, you should. You should.
I mean, I hear you.
I don't want to quote it right now because I don't remember very much, but I know that at one point there was a thing going around Facebook which told you the breakdown of different, charities and what their actual dollar donated, like of this dollar, every dollar, a dime of every dollar went to the charity of this one, or and some of them were like the dollar. I want to say the Ronald McDonald House, I think, was one of the best. As far as your every cent making it all the way to the charity itself, But there are other charities that have CEOs that pull $500,000 salaries off of that charity.
Right.
That's pretty hardcore. That's crazy. If you're losing a lot of money to the charity. If you got a person in charge of it taking a $500,000 salary.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It sounds like all of a sudden to me it's a charity for you, motherfucker.
Yeah, and obviously you want the money going to your call,
Yeah, right. And most people don't know. Most people don't do the research. No. So you do find yourself in a position where lots of things are given to, these charities that are more or less taking advantage of the situation. So know who you're giving to. I'm not saying be jaded enough to not give, and especially you got the holiday season upon us.
Right.
So there's going to be many of people coming at you for your extra spare dollar, your extra spare cent. And I'm not saying not to give the spare dollar, not to give the spare cent, but know where you're giving the spare dollar and where you're giving the spare cent to. If you give it right, it will reach someone in need. If you give it wrong, it will reach someone else indeed.
Line the pockets of somebody already too wealthy.
Some douchebag will end up with your money. Mm-hmm. Some douchebag will buy martinis at the golf club with your cash. And I'm pretty sure that's not what you have in mind when you donate to a charity.
A little public service announcement for
me. Right. Some dude named Biff is having a drink on your dollar instead of... Anyway, thanks again to Anger's Art, man. Badasses. They are out of LA. Their album is called Fast as Fuck, and that describes how quickly you should be purchasing that.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
How quickly should I get the new Anger's Art album? Fast as fuck. So there you go.
There you
go. Thanksgiving is almost upon us, though. So again. Think of the things you're thankful for. And maybe we'll do some call-ins on our Thanksgiving episode and hear a couple of those. What do you think? Maybe we'll reopen the phones. We haven't opened up the phones in a long time on our show. Have you noticed that? We used to do that.
Maybe we'll have to establish that early and do a call-in time frame.
I know you want
to
to pre-program. You want to pre-record.
I'm just gonna let everybody go wild.
You want to pre-record? I know. Well, but in many ways, that's a good idea because that's why we shut the phones down. You know, the phone experiment more often than not doesn't go very well. It sounds good on paper, like, hey, we're gonna do a radio show. Let's talk to people.
Let's get people to call in.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember the first few weeks we were like, please call in, and then people started doing it. And it didn't go well. I mean, people ramble and people repeat themselves and people, you know, often you step over them talking, they step over you talking.
Yeah.
It wasn't all it was cracked up to be. So
you learn.
maybe we will reevaluate that.
So yeah, we'll have people maybe call in. We'll set up like a recording system where some people can like call or even just send us recordings. It's fucking 2018. People know how to send recordings now.
Yeah, right. Right. Record it on your phone and email it to me.
What are you thankful for? Who
you know what? I like that. I like that. Let's put that out right now on the show, and let's put it out, and we'll hit them on social media for that as well.
Okay.
Email to us a video clip. I mean, not a video clip, an audio. Well, a video clip if you can.
If you're that capable.
Yeah, a video clip would be amazing, in fact. But at least an audio clip, but a video clip too, that'd be awesome. Of you metalheads out there, telling Metal-O-Mania what you're thankful for.
Okay.
And we'll show it on our Metal-O-Mania Thanksgiving broadcast.
Look, we're not going to exclude anybody.
I dig
If
it.
you're not capable of giving us a recording and you want to write us a message, send it in and we'll
share those as well.
We'll turn it into a quote.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
How about that?
So hit us with your Thanksgiving videos, man. That'd be cool. Yeah. That's a good idea. Should have thought of that a couple weeks ago, huh? Well, we'll see how many of those we get in.
People weren't in the.
People are slow to do shit, man.
People weren't feeling thankful then. So
yeah, right.
They weren't close enough to the spirit to the season. So
you need much notice to get people to act in this fucking world. I'm telling you that.
I know.
You know, we didn't start campaigning for it.
So it'll be the the reliable few that you can contact.
Right.
And
those
it,
three people I expect to do it will be the three people who do it. And what's funny about that is, we're all bitching about how the the Christmas decorations are already up everywhere. But this is why, man. This is why. People are fucktards, man. You got to get them early. You got to get them on board early. There's no participation.
Well, those are two totally separate things, but.
All right. Well, speaking of two separate things, my left one and my right one. No.
I thought your morbid obsessions.
Yeah, that's right. That is my two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Infected mind. From my infected mind is my morbid obsessions.
I know what a segue.
Yeah, and that's where I live as well, as far from reality. So these motherfuckers, man,
they're like right there.
They're in my shit,
right,
dude.
Right.
They like live in me.
You guys connect.
Yeah.
You're one.
Our infected minds are intertwined. The band Infected Mind, in case you didn't pick it up, has put out their brand new album, Far From Reality. It's a thrashy death mix from Poland. It's a debut album.
Oh, drink up.
So get your drink on and check it out. Morbid Obsessions from the twisted motherfucking infected mind.
Where am I?
Like mine. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying it by definition, sodomy can be either oral and anal, either one. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to. By saying it's sodomy doesn't automatically make it anal. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Anyhow, welcome back to Metal-O-Mania, you guys. Fucking the conversations we get into.
Just so you know.
But yeah, what about that, man? Infected Mind, Badass, Far From Reality is the name of that release. It is a debut. Slam those drinks. And then talk about somebody's penis.
Just anybody in general?
Yeah. You know, the old right, the left, the one that fucks around corners. Anyway, no. Good stuff. Good stuff that infected mine. I really do dig that album quite a bit. So you guys are going to want to go and get that and pick it up. And get your hard copies. It's worth it, man. You know, how many metalheads out there are on the board, or who, you know, even the ones that I know you don't like talking on the board or whatever, but how many metalheads still have that old school fucking wall of CDs? Because I do, you know. I mean, you should. How many people still have that old school wall of CDs out there? Or the boxes full of CDs and shit? At this point, mine are in boxes. But
yeah, I wasn't gonna rat you out, babe.
I know mine are not on the walls right now, but they're in boxes. We just moved and all that shit. But I mean, it's almost a metal staple. You got the wall of CDs is your one of your. And I'll be honest with you, I always had one of the baddest ass fucking CD collections in town. You know, I've talked in the past on the show about making mixtapes. You know, people used to make mixtapes for girls. That was the thing. Like, oh, I got a hots for this girl. I'm gonna make her a mixtape. Well, I didn't listen to music that would do very much good on a tape for a girl. I made fucking mixtapes of metal for dudes.
That's funny.
I relied on my other charms for girls, I guess. I didn't, you know what I mean? I went to school and handed out fucking tapes with Slayer and Anthrax and Megadeth and Venom and fucking Creator and Destruction and Sodom and, you know,
yeah.
Celtic Frost and fucking Candlemass and, you know, all that shit, dude. Fucking all Fate's Warning and Merciful Fate and later King Diamond. And, you know, I made those tapes and I put the favorite songs of them, and I handed tapes like that out of school. It was culture shock for me. I grew up in a city. I grew up in a city area where, in the city neighborhood that I grew up in, people were on their metal. Death metal was very much a thing. Prince George's County, Maryland, as a matter of fact, right 5 minutes from D.C. I grew up there, and it was a metal town. There was a very big metal scene. I had a whole lot of friends that had ripped up jeans and metal concert T-shirts and long dangling earrings and hair longer than the girls. And fucking listened to heavy metal music, you know. We went to the malls and bought heavy metal records and, you know, vinyl. Everything was vinyl still back then, you know. And it was fucking metal. Hey, fuck off, eat a dick. But it was metal. It was what we were. It was what we did. It was what we ate, what we slept, what we breathed. You know, it was metal. And I think that's a beautiful thing. You know, but for me it was culture shock. I moved to Calvert County. I moved to Southern Maryland later, and there was no metal. I'm not gonna lie to you, there was no metal. There was a dearth of metal. I looked around everywhere I went, like, where the fuck are the metalheads, man? There's got to be metalheads here. You know, why I was like, where's the metalheads and where's the weed? I'm in a new town. Where's the metalheads? Where's the weed? What the fuck?
Right. Hook me up, motherfucker.
Right. And I went to school and, like, literally was looking around every corner for the metalheads at school. And first of all, I'll tell you this, the color change, it was crazy. You know, I'm merely stating facts to say I was a very, very minor minority of white people in my Prince George's County school. And then I went to Calvert County, like, holy fuck, where'd all these white people come from? I was even uncomfortable, so fucking white down there, you know? And, but I remember looking around, like, where the fuck are the fucking metalheads, man? And I saw this dude finally one day in gym, and he had a Led Zeppelin shirt on, which, of course, I know it's not metal, but I was, you know, it's old rock and roll at least. Maybe this guy can at least help me with the joint part, you know? So I went over to him, and that dude ended up being my buddy Jeff Perks, who I'm friends with to this day. But he did not know his metal. I will tell you, he does now. He's even a musician and plays guitar and is a, you know, kick-ass guitar player even. But he did not know his metal then. And he became my first target, like, dude, tomorrow I will be back here at school with something for you, my friend. And I went home that night. I swear to God, this is true. I went home that night, and on my dual cassette player fucking radio, I had a boom box I had at home. Deck. Oh, little shit. This thing was huge. You didn't even want to carry this thing around. And I made like 6 copies of, you know, it had Slayer, Hella Waits, and some. It was huge. It was the biggest copy of fucking hugest fucking metal you ever saw. Good. But you know, I'm not kidding. It had like early Megadeth and early Slayer, and had like Whiplash on it. Fucking, you know. Matter of fact, I believe the very last song on the second side too was Cliff Burton's fucking Anesthesia fucking bass solo and shit. And I went to school and I gave Jeff Perks a copy of it, who of course it blew him away. And that next day I met Mike Pelicano, another friend of ours to this day, and I gave him a copy of it. He was wearing like a tie-dye fucking Maiden shirt. And I gave him a copy of it. I was like, dude, check this out. You know, but anybody with hair past their ear, I was like, dude, hi, I know you don't know me, but just take this tape home and listen to it, man. And by the way, where's the weed down here, dude?
That's funny.
And yeah,
so your career
tells you a little bit about me, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, but you know what it is? It's always something that's been in my blood. Is I've wanted to share metal music with people. I love it. It's something that gets in my guts, and I do have that need to share it with others. That need to show other people, man, I got some badass shit. Check it out. Yeah. You know, and that's what I'm doing here on Metal-O-Mania to this day. So one might say I had a calling, and thank you all for helping me answer it. Much love and much metal for that. So let's answer that calling with another jam, shall we? We only got a couple left for our first episode of November 2018.
Real quick,
Yes,
Bob
ma'am.
from Moda just said on the chat board he's been listening at the steel mill. He finally got a chance to say hello, so
Awesome.
he wanted to reach out and say hello, and then
Much love, brother.
Right back at you.
Much love, man.
Bye-bye.
Family, brother. Metal family, brother. Much love to you, sir. Much love, much love.
You and the rest of the guys.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely sending you our love.
Yeah, we mourn your loss with you, my friend. We mourn your loss, we feel your loss, and the metal world can afford to lose, you know, so little. We're keeping it together with duct tape on most days, man. So much love to you, cats. Our hearts and thoughts are with you. So let's play a jam. I got a Swedish death metal jam lined up for everybody for next. You ready for this?
Swedish cats.
Some Swedish cats. Yeah, I know. Hey, I said cats a lot tonight. Next week I'll say dogs, and the week after that I'll say cunts. All right? I don't know. But yeah, man, these dudes are not only Swedish, but they're legends, man. And of course, I'm talking about Unleashed. I know there's a million metalheads out there with us tonight that are already long-time Unleashed fans, man. Truly badasses, formed in 1989. This is their 13th full-length album. 13th. They have some EPs, they have some live releases to go with it as well, but I'm talking 13 straight-up full-length studio releases. This one is called The Hunt for White Christ. And man, you're not ready. I'll just tell you that. So put on a seatbelt, and they rape the land. Unleashed. Look at you. See what happens when you try to lust after me while the songs are playing?
I got frisky with that one.
Got carried away. Joe got carried away, man. Yeah, dude, that Unleashed, that's just ferocious. That's just ferocity
Just
on fucking.
badass.
It really is. Must own shit. The Hunt for White Christ. Them Swedish motherfuckers, they ain't playing. They're not fucking around. They're hunting the White Christ, and I don't like his chances when they find him. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that does bring us to only one song left on the program tonight, and man, it's been a badass one though. I'm gonna tell you right now, this playlist is fucking stellar.
I think so. Yeah.
Chock full of badassery. Cats. All right, how you like me now?
Yeah.
Would you like that?
About the same.
Cats.
Maybe a little less.
All right, well, I don't blame you. But before we get out of here tonight, I do want to remind everybody that we're just a couple of weeks away from our 100th episode,
Right.
which is our Thanksgiving episode. What are we thankful for episode?
Yep.
And we literally decided like a break ago in the show
Yep.
that it would be cool to have videos of people saying what they're thankful for. So send those in to us.
your videos.
Yeah, send us your videos. Send them to us on Facebook if you want, or
What
send
are
them
you
to us
thankful
on
for?
our email, the Iron Kings, THEIRONKINGS at yahoo.com. Send us your thankful videos. What are you thankful for? I am thankful for you, Miss Cully.
Oh, thank you.
And especially them butt cheeks.
Oh, Lord. I can only imagine what your video is going to be like.
Fuck yeah, you better believe. I'm thankful for metal. I'm thankful for these badasses that are doing the metal
Save
thing.
it for that show.
Yeah, I'm thankful for... Okay.
Yeah.
Did I mention your butt cheeks, though? Okay. So, yeah, let's hear what you're thankful for, metalheads. I'm very much hoping that we get a few of those sent in to us. That would be cool. We'll play them on our show. We'll play them right on our Thanksgiving episode.
Right.
Eyes of the Living's coming local. They're going to be playing at the Depot.
Yeah,
And,
that's awesome.
yeah, man, I think they need some bands on that ticket, so we're going to talk to Al, our buddy Al Hoffman. Yeah, let's collaborate with them cats and see what we can do with there.
Do that.
Don't forget December
I would
1st.
do that.
Yeah, that is cool. I love them, man. I love Eyes of the Living. Big fan of them motherfuckers.
Yeah. I was about to say if you don't know who we're talking about, but there's no way.
I mean, everybody knows who. Yeah.
I mean,
if you're a Metal-O-Mania fan, you're an Eyes of the Living fan at this point.
Yeah.
Just like if you're a Metal-O-Mania fan, you're a Snipers of Babel fan. If you're a Metal-O-Mania fan, you're a Silence the Requiem fan. If you're a Metal-O-Mania, there's just... and another one of those bands is Burial at Sea. If you're a Metal-O-Mania fan, you're a Burial at Sea fan. And they will be playing in Tampa on December 1st.
Yep.
Don't forget. So, if you're in that area and can make it over to check them out, I highly recommend that you do. They're kick-ass and will not disappoint you.
Yep. Do you like it?
And again, we've got lots of fans out there of Pigweed. Pigweed are our buddies. They are badass. They kick ass. Their fucking most recent release is killer. And there is now a documentary out, which I will report back to you on it because I'm going to check it out myself for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that. So send us your thankful videos. And what else do we want to share with the folks?
Don't forget to get the militants.
Oh, man,
stuff.
Yeah. That goes without saying. Yeah.
Well,
Militants.
We were listing the
Militants are badasses. My man Charlie Z and the Militants
killer. The album and the merchandise and that kind of stuff.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I just wanted to.
You all know a metalhead that needs some militants in their life, so hook them up.
Yep.
Hook them up and make it happen. And on that note, we're going to get the fuck on out of here for the week. But it was a killer show. Had a good time hanging out with you tonight, Miss Scully.
Thank you very much. Back at ya.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And I had a good time hanging out with all of you on the board and all of you out there in Metal-O-Mania land. Thank you for hanging out with us every week and making us a part of your hump day. So let's go ahead and stick it in the back door and close this thing out with a little bit of Bloodbath. Bloodbath is another Swedish death metal band. We're doing a double dipping of Swedish death metal to get out of here tonight.
Nice.
So I definitely expect some appreciation out there, you cunts. And this is a fifth fucking full-length release from these Stockholm badasses.
Okay.
And it is our closer for a reason. It's stellar. Badass. The album is called The Arrow of Satan is Drawn. And we're going to close episode number 98 of Metal-O-Mania with a song off of that called Bloody Side. Much love to all of those ships at sea and all of those Metal-O-Maniacs, whether they be he or she.